Hello everyone, this is A here, and today I'll be doing a very quick unboxing and a very short review about this new mini PC I got, which is the MINISFORUM Elite Mini UM780 XTX. As you can see, this is still sealed, and actually this is not my first unit, this is my second unit. I liked it so much that I bought a second one. So let's go and open that up. All right, so there are a few versions you can get. You can tune this and get it bare bones, or you can choose the amount of RAM you want, if you want Windows 11 or not, and the SSD, the M2 SSD. You can choose no SSD at all, or you can choose the size. This version is like the previous version I got. It has the AMD Ryzen 7840HS processor. It has 64 gigs of RAM. It's dual memory, and it has 2 terabytes. So let's go ahead quickly and open this up. The box is just plain black. So we do not recommend customers to remove the CPU cooler themselves. Yeah, it has like liquid metal, one of the things it does to reduce the noise. Tells you here what to do when you get a slow boot. It has a very nice, very actually useful kind of short manual, which you can download on PDF on their website. And here comes the PC itself. It comes wrapped, of course, and just look at how small this is. Like, literally, it's like the palm of my hands. It fits into the palms of my hands. This is so small and so beautiful, actually. It has a lot of vents, of course, for cooling. It has a very good cooler. If we just talk quickly, take a chance to talk quickly here. You have 2 front USB 3.2 ports type A. You have USB 4, which is, by the way, could be used also for video. So there you go. And you have your microphone input, and at the same time you have your CMOS reset button, and you have your power button. Going onto the back, you find also another 2 type A 3.2. You have display port, which is the latest one, and you have your USB 4 video also. You have HDMI 2.1, which is great, and you have 2 Ethernet 2.5 gigabyte LAN Ethernet ports. Power supply that comes with it, I will show in a moment, is 19 volts. So it's not, it's not easy to get unless you order it from them. And I don't think you need to replace it even, but it's kind of high. It's 6.32 amperes, which is kind of, a weird spot, but I'm sure the one they provide is very high quality. I'm sure it will last a very long time. Another thing you might notice here is this Oculink port. I will explain later. It's not installed, and not many people are going to need that, but I will explain later what that is and what it does. Here it is on the back, and that's probably it. Let's continue the unboxing quickly. You have this foam. And then when you come here, this is it. This is going to be your power supply. Now, thinking about the laptops of today, and look at this PC, which is a desktop PC, and look at this power supply. You see the size, It's almost like a quarter of the size of the PC itself. It came with 2-pin in my case, so I'll probably need an adapter for that. And let's see here. I hope it's not shiny, or a fingerprint magnet for that matter. It's very nice, sandblasted, I guess. And I've never heard of this brand, but I'm sure it's okay. I've been working with another one like this for like 2 weeks now. It's been going great. One thing I like is this short HDMI cable, which I use for high refresh rates. I think that's very nice. Here you have your stand, which we'll be using in a moment. This is also part of the stand, and this is the VESA mount, which you might want to use if you are going to put this behind your monitor. It's a mounting bracket. It attaches into the holes of the monitor itself. If your monitor doesn't support that, you can go quickly on Amazon and order one of these mounting brackets you can attach to your monitor, the back of your monitor, so that this stays hidden. Although actually this looks very good and I don't want it hidden, even though my monitor supports that. I like it in the front, it looks very good. And the last item in this box is going to be something which probably not a lot of people are going to use, but I appreciate that it's included, which is this Oculink. You can see here, this is the output, which should come up from this port if you install it. Now, why isn't it installed by default? Because not everyone is going to use it. This is like a PCI 4 direct pathway. It's faster than Thunderbolt, I think, and you can use it in many different ways. You can attach an external graphics card to it and do a lot of cool stuff. Also, this one, when it's inside, you can have another M2 SSD. So this takes the second port. So if you have like 2 terabytes like this one, you have to remove one of the SSDs to include this. So I kept mine like it is. I don't need this at the moment, although I could use it on another time. So enough talk about that. Let's set this thing up. Before I set this up quickly, I just wanted to take a moment to say why I think this is a really good choice and why it is an excellent PC that could actually replace most desktops. First of all, quickly, this has the AMD Ryzen 7 7840 HS. It's a Zen 4 architecture. It's 3.9, I think, and it goes up to 5.1 gigahertz with precision boost technology too. This is actually excellent. It's an 8-core, 16 threads processor. I have used it a lot and it's blazing fast. Combine this, that it's not unlocked, and I don't think anyone needs to unlock it. But combine this with the native USB 4 support. You can combine this also with the native DDR5 memory. It's a dual channel. That's why I got the 64 gigabytes. And I think actually I like that a lot. In my use, I use it a lot and I consume that memory on many times. This PC is not made for like video editing and encoding and that stuff. But if you are a heavy user, I think this PC will not disappoint you. I think you will not complain. Especially the first thing I did when I got this was to go into the graphical BIOS and to set it to performance mode. It might get slightly noisier, very slightly, just a few dBs, but I think it's worth it most of the time, just because when you demand it, it is there. I also turned on secure boot at the same time. Now, another thing is the M2, the 2280 M2 PCIe 4 SSD that's included. It's blazing fast. Like the boot time with fast startup is literally a few seconds. Like I go out and I just shut it down, and when I come, I turn it on. It just takes a few seconds. I don't need to enter sleep mode anymore or hibernate. Like these things now have no meaning to me. The inclusion of the USB 3.2, excuse me, is absolutely wonderful and needed. Also the DP display port, it's like appreciated, and the USB 4, which could be used as display. Like, I don't know what else I need. This device is silent. It's great. The graphics are the AMD 780M graphics. They're included in the APU, of course. Actually, it's not bad. It's not bad. I'll talk about it in a moment, but I would just say this can run a lot of modern games and a lot of modern software. So I will now just set up the stand first. Feel free to skip this part. This part is gonna be pretty boring, but And that's it. That's how I put in the stand. There's nothing more to it. This is how it should look. When it turns on, of course, it's much more beautiful. It just rests here like that. You can remove it if you like. You just attach these 2 screws, and here you can add your 2 screws, and it is very stable. It looks very cool. It's like kind of floating in the air. And then the only thing left to do is you just put the DC adapter and you just press on, and you're greeted with this very cool logo. It changes into 4 colors, I think: blue, red, green, and it keeps cycling like that. You can even order a custom cover like this, because there's an LED lamp under this, and you can change. You can use any symbol you like. And of course, it has a ventilation on top, ventilation on here. You can see the heatsink even, and it has ventilation down there. That's why the opening like that. It never makes any noise. If you could get it here, it's nothing. In the dark, I have to say this looks really cool. And it has Windows 11 installed in it. I ordered it. You can add it bare bones. You can even add Linux on it. And it's already set up. You just choose your language and keyboard, click next, and choose a few options, and you're already done. It's pretty activated. But on my previous one, I had to send them an email, and I have to say, MINISFORUM were pretty great. Kudos to them. They sent me replied to me in like an hour, and they sent me the code. I entered it, and the Windows was activated, no problem. And that's it for today. So I could give a tour about. Yeah, so this was like a quick, small review of this MINISFORUM PC. And until then, stay safe. See you next time.